Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're just finding me on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more content. Today's video is on the series 5 Simple Rules for Happiness. And today we are going to talk about Rule 4, Give More. Rule 4, Give More. So I have some notes here that I'm going to be reading off, so if you guys see me looking down, I'm just reading off of these. But this is something that I took down as a note. The power of generosity can have a huge impact on your life. And that's crazy, just how giving your time and giving or lending some money when somebody really needs it can just have that huge impact on your life. And it's like the other note that I wrote down here too, between lending money and giving your time to help someone can benefit your life and give you a good reputation. I'm just speaking from some life experiences. Like, guys, whenever I've helped out a friend, giving money to them to help them out, I always got a good return. And that hasn't happened in every situation, so I did have to make it count, and I really had to watch who my peer group was, who I was friends with, who I associated with, even some of my family members. I hate to say it, but it's the truth. So, they would either pay me back or they would pay me back in a different way. They knew that I was good people, that I was good people to associate with. And so one thing I talk about when I mentioned in my note, reputation, is they would let other people know that if somebody needed some help, I would be the guy that they could come to help them out. And I'm keeping this vague, of course, but it's just something to kind of sum up some of my life experiences. And I think when you do that with your generosity, even as another good example is just when you are receiving a service, whether it's from a waiter or a waitress, for example, or say somebody washes your car. I used to wash cars. And you get a tip, you tip them. That makes a huge difference on how their work ethic shows and how they treat you as a person. It's like a mutual form of respect, in a way. And don't get me wrong, I always aimed to do a good job, especially when I worked in customer service jobs. And my customers that I served, when they tipped me, they knew that I was doing my best. And I would always make sure that I put my best foot forward to do my best. Not just to get the tip, but just to make sure that they were comfortable, that they had everything that they needed, that I did a good job cleaning those cars. And sometimes I would take that extra time just to, shine the tires. If their windows were a little dirty on the inside, I'd take the extra time to just wipe them down, for example. Or at the customer's request, and I make sure that I would always make sure that I did that, So then when I get serviced by, waiters and waitresses or lot attendants that wash my car, and they do something a little extra and I don't notice it until after I leave, they clean the windows or they shine my tires, or they made sure that I had a little bit more extra spice on my food or something like that, or they made sure that I got some extra sauce or some extra napkins. I make sure that I leave them a tip. So, and that shows, because then the next time I come into that business or the next time I get that service, they know that I'm that kind of a person that's going to treat them right and treat them with respect. So there's a mutual respect that comes from when you give, and it can come back tenfold, especially when you give somebody your time. Giving your time is, it's not only important, and you got to watch who you spend and give your time with, but even just talking to somebody who had a bad day, or say they lost a loved one, and you were there in that moment for, say, 20 minutes just to talk with them and have that conversation with them about what they're going through. It's almost life-changing for them, because then, say you never meet this person again, or you never see this person, you don't see this person anymore after they've had this huge impact on their life. 5 years go by, you run into them at a store, grocery mart, or a mall, shopping, you're at a restaurant, I don't know, and they see you and they're like, "Hey, how are you?" And you're just like, "Whoa," you're just kind of blown away. Maybe you won't even remember them, but then they remember, "Hey, I really appreciated you giving me your time and spending that 20 minutes with me that you spent with me after I lost my mom or after I was going through a hard time." And they'll remember you for those things. It's crazy, it's crazy what people will remember about you in that moment when you give that time. So anyways, guys, that's going to wrap up the video. So this will wrap up rule number 4, give more, from the 5 simple rules for happiness. And if you guys are just finding me on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more content. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.